Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is doing well. In today's video, I will be reviewing and trying out this magical primer that I've never heard of. And this is the Catrice 1 Minute Face Perfector. And it's supposed to have a magic finish effect. So we're gonna test that out. I have my eyes down. We're gonna just do the complexion today. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of my upcoming videos. And now let's get right into the video. But before we do that, what do you guys think of my new bear here? This is a humidifier and I got the eucalyptus one. I really like the eucalyptus smell. I really am enjoying it and I love the color changing. I think it's so cute. If you're wondering what I'm drinking, I got this today. Today was the first day of school. If you guys can see my eyes, they're a bit red because I dropped off the kids at school and was pretty emotional. Yeah, I got a Starbucks. I tried this iced caramel macchiato. I love a cold, sweet coffee. Those are my favorites. Anyways, let's get right into the video. So, eyes are done, brows are done. And this is what the product looks like. It comes into, it says that it's a shade 010, one fits all. It's the Catrice 1 Minute Perfector. And let me tell you a little bit about this product. Now, this is $8.98 in Canada. It says it's a lightweight mousse primer that blends and adapts to most skin tones. So I find that very fascinating that it's only one shade, so no matter what skin tone you have, you apply it and it magically adapts to your skin tone. That's why it's called the Catrice 1 Minute Face Perfector, and it has a mattifying effect and makes pores and skin imperfection visibly disappear for a flawless complexion. That you can use this alone or with foundation. Today we're going to use it with foundation. Now it says prior to application you moisturize your face with your favorite cream, which I just did, or serum, and you gently apply the 1 Minute Face Perfector using your fingers or a stippling brush, and you work the product into your skin. So today I'm going to use just my fingers and see, just like I use every primer. So let's put this to the test. I know this product has been out for a while now, but I've never seen it, so I'll show you what it looks like. You can see that it has this mousse consistency and it's pretty creamy, so I'm going to apply on the back of my hand here. You can see that you barely see that I've applied anything on my hand. So you see how deep it is compared to my skin tone. So we're going to go ahead and apply it and see how it adapts to my skin tone. So let's start this. I'm going to grab a little bit and start with one side of my face so we can see the difference. Ooh. So we're going to let it sink into the skin first. It is consistency, it's like it says, it feels very moussey and very creamy, yet it seems that once you put it, it feels creamy. However, it just blends into the skin and it just melts into your skin and disappears. So it doesn't leave that oily texture or creamy texture. So this is the face with the primer right here, and there's no primer right here. So it's kind of very hard to tell. Let me look up close. Yeah, so you can see the redness on this side. I'll bring you in closer so you guys can see. So you can still see imperfections here, and here it gives it that nice satin smooth finish. Obviously we're gonna apply foundation, but so far the primer looks very nice. So let's apply it to this side now. So you can see that it did adapt to my skin tone. However, it still darkened it a little bit and it still looks a little bit darker compared to this. So I'm going to give it a minute and see if it adapts to my skin tone. Remember, there's no other shades available. It's just this one shade, and this one shade is supposed to actually do the magic. But you can always feel free to bring this down your neck if you think that it doesn't match. This side feels already dry. It doesn't feel tacky at all. Oh, you can see the sun shining through. So yeah, you can see that it's pretty much all dried up. It doesn't feel creamy, oily. It doesn't feel tacky, nothing like that. So let's test this, and I'm gonna test it with some of my favorite products, and I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Age Perfecting Radiant Serum Foundation in the shade Ivory 10. This is one of my favorites from the drugstore, and it always works beautifully with a lot of my primers. It comes in a squeezy tube like that. So I'm gonna use my Rare Beauty foundation brush, and let's apply this on top of this primer. So I just gave the primer a minute to kind of settle and see, let it do its magic. So remember, the primer is not a glowy primer, so keep that in mind. It is mattifying, yet still pretty hydrating. It feels on the face. The foundation glides, slides, and blends beautifully on top of this primer so far. I don't see any issues, and you can see the foundation has already brightened up my face to match my neck. So now I'm gonna go into my dampened sponge and push everything in and see how this go together, because every good primer should go really good with this foundation. So I'm not seeing any patchiness, any cakiness, any lifting. I'm not seeing anything weird. So far so good. Now let's go into a little bit of an eye brightener, and I like to go into my Becca, and this is the under eye brightening corrector in the shade light to medium, and brighten this eyes up a bit. So I'm just going to apply it with my finger like that. And then I'm going to go into my Rare Beauty concealer brush, and I like to use this to set this eye brightener in place. Look how beautiful now by the way, if you're wondering what I'm wearing on my eye, it's this one, the Pat McGrath Mothership Labs number 5 eyeshadow palette. So if you guys are wondering, this is the one, and I'm using that nice duochrome shade, which is this one right here. You can see that it changes color. I don't know if the camera, you can see now it's kind of like orangey yellow, and if I shift it, goes into green, then again it shifts. So that's the one what I'm wearing all over my eyelid, with a little bit of one of those brown shades as transitions. So I don't have the Utopian one, but that's another beautiful palette that I wish I had in my collection. It's just a little bit expensive. We'll see, maybe Christmas, birthday, we'll find out. So I don't think I need to conceal. This is good enough for my face. You can see on the hand, it still stayed deeper than my skin tone. So far it did not really adapt to the skin. However, when you apply the foundation that's your shade, you can tell that it actually matches. Next, let's go into bronzer. For bronzer, I'm going into one of my favorites, the Makeup by Mario bronzer. This is the sculpting stick in the shade medium. Oh, you can see that this has been really well used and loved. So I use this as an actual bronzer. Ooh, I think that's it. So let's go into using the other side of the stick, which is the brush, and let's see how this performs. See if it lifts up the foundation, if it lets the bronzer melt into the skin. So if you don't want to lose too much product or color, I would suggest to stamp the brush into your skin and slowly do some dragging. Instead of doing this, then you kind of remove most of the color. Ooh, such a beautiful bronzer. I don't know, I never thought I would love this bronzer so much as I do. I've been reaching for it a lot. So far this looks really good. Now I'm gonna go into this other bronzer. Let's try some powder bronzer and see how this applies. This is the Undone Beauty Warm Up Bronzer For that, I'm gonna use a Moda buffer brush, which is this nice fluffy one. And I'm gonna go through this whole thing and dab and apply on top, just to give it that extra glow. And I want to test out this primer, applying powder and creams on the face and see how it holds up. What do you guys think? I think it looks very, very pretty. I love this. Love this bronzer so much. So affordable. I have a review on my channel on this, so you guys feel free to check it out. Now let's go in with highlighter. So for highlighter, I'm going to go again into a drugstore highlighter. If I can open it, this is the Revlon Skin Light in the shade 201 Daybreak. Beautiful, beautiful highlighter. And for this, I'm going to use, let's use a fan brush. I barely use this fan brush, and this is the Moda brush, and it's called Fan. So let's apply a little bit of highlight. We still have to apply blush. So that looks beautiful. Look at the nice highlighter. The complexion is starting to look very nice. I am so far loving this primer. I'm going to give you my final thoughts and let you know what I'm noticing right now. Let's go into blush. So for blush, I am using the Tower 28 Power Hour blush. This is a beautiful, beautiful shade. And I'm going to use my new Co Beauty brush. Check out this cute brush. It looks like it's, look at those nice color. It matches my nails. It looks like it's jade, and it feels like jade, and it's slanted. So I love to use this for cream products and applying foundations, but today I'm going to use it for applying this blush. Picked up a lot. It's okay, we're going to distribute it equally. This blush is very pigmented, such a beautiful shade, very nice and warm. I love this type of blushes, more berry tone, peach. Those are my favorite shades. If you want, you can always bring it up. If you have any blush left on your brush, feel free to bring it up, because that kind of puts the whole face together and all the colors going very well together. For powder, I'm going to use the CoverGirl Instant Wrinkle Blurring Powder, and this is in the shade 100 Translucent. So very similar to the Pat McGrath, and I'm just going to use this to powder the face so that we can see how this primer looks and acts when you add powder on top of the foundation. So I'm just going to powder this side here, usually around the nose and the middle part. And I like to use the Tati Beauty Blendiful. I find that the powders go into the skin much smoother. Any excess powder, get a clean brush and remove it. And let's go ahead and apply some lipstick. For lipstick, I am not sure. Should we go red? Let's try red. I'm gonna use this Pat McGrath lipstick. It looks like this. It's a mini one. It's so pretty. And this is in the shade Elson 2. But for this is the shade right here. Such a beautiful lipstick. Look at that color. So let's see here. Use a ColourPop lip liner. This is from those Lippy collection. This is in the shade Overtime. I haven't used red lipstick in a long time. Now let's go into this lipstick. And I'm going to apply this with a lip brush. And this is by Red Apple. So I'm going to go onto the lipstick and apply it with the brush and see. This allows me to control the color. Ooh, this is beautiful. So yeah, when you have an intense lipstick, feel free to use a brush. I find that you can control the color a little bit better than applying the lipstick right on. Final thoughts before I'm going to ask you what you guys think. So let me know down below what you guys think of the complexion of this eye look with this lipstick. I would love to hear your thoughts. I know I went a little bit crazy because my eyes are crazy. Let me zoom you in so you guys can see my face a little bit better. Okay, so this is maximum zoom. What do you guys think of the complexion? My thoughts are that I am loving this primer. If you like a much more glowy look, then this primer is not for you. However, if you have oily skin or you like more of a more mattifying, non-glowy look, then this primer is for you. Don't know how magical it is in terms of adjusting to your skin tone. You saw that I'm more of a fair skin tone and this looked much darker. However, when I applied it, it remained the color that it came in the packaging, but it wasn't that deep to change the look and to not be able to wear it for a very fair skin tone. So I definitely recommend it. Definitely find it very pore filling. It has filled in my pores. It has made my face very ready for foundation in a way that my face looks very perfect. The skin looks very healthy. It doesn't look drying. It looks very mattifying, but also kind of silky because this is a mousse type of consistency. So it has not dried up my skin. I have normal to dry skin and it doesn't look like my face is oily. It has gone very good with the foundation I applied, which is the L'Oreal Age Perfect foundation, and it has gone very good with powder, with a cream bronzer, a powder bronzer, and a cream blush. So it seems that this one goes very good with all of those type of products. So that's why I'm recommending it. And actually my skin looks better than when I just wear this foundation with any of my other primers. So far today I'm having a wonderful skin day, and I think it's based on this one. So you guys saw how it looked on the bare skin, and now you guys can see how it looks with the foundation on. So I'm definitely recommending this one. Let me know down below what you guys think. If you've heard of this product, if you own this product, if you love it, if you hate it, I would love to hear your thoughts. But my thoughts are definitely loving it and recommending this one. It works wonders. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this review, and I hope you guys liked the complexion. And if you did, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell, and I will see you in my next one. Love you guys.